In the grander scale of game development, localizing to other regions might feel like a dungeon-clearing side quest from the main storyline of making your game successful, well-liked, and profitable. It can take a lot of hours and resources, with a long list of objectives to tick off. Even worse, the players might not like the results of localization, saying things like, "Hey, that doesn't make sense," or "This is so different from what I expect." There is no simple one-to-one translation from one language to another. Not even machine translators can overcome that barrier. Localization can have a massive impact on the overall game experience. It makes the difference between a game being loved or made fun of. Like doing a dungeon raid, game localization is a process filled with challenges and dangers. So how do we pull it off? Let's break it down, MMO style. First, project planning. In this case, plan the dungeon raid itself. What dungeon are you targeting? What loot do you want to get? What resources do you have in hand? Like with any MMO party who wants a shot at success, you need a good variety of people for different tasks, such as mob, skill, and time management. Who will be the tank for the job? How many DPSs do you need? Would one healer be enough? And what's their current level, EXP, and equipment? Once these roles have been filled, it's time to gear up. Your newly created party can go about preparing for the localization project raid in two ways. One is to forge your own armor and weapons, also known as bootstrapping. It saves the party a lot of gold and resources, but the cons include not knowing whether you've cleared the localization dungeon completely, causing typos or missed cultural references to spawn. Another option is to choose a specialized guild, who can create armor, weapons, and maps for your party so you can breeze through the entire dungeon without taking any damage. This, however, comes at the cost of more gold. Whatever path is chosen, it's important to remember that expertise in weapons and armor is equally important, so whatever decision made for the raid should excel in both. Once everyone is decked out in their equipment of choice, it's time to come together and create a localization kit, or locket. This is the time when details of the dungeon should be discussed, like how many floors it has, the type of monsters you'll be fighting, and the types of items that should be brought into the raid, so everyone is on the same page and knows exactly what they need to do. By this point, the party is ready. Everyone enters the dungeon, identifies the first wave of mobs to get rid of, and chooses the best skills to defeat them. Then, all that's left is to kick some monster butt. In other words, translation and localization. In this dungeon raid, all objectives should be completed, not just removing monsters, but also checking for loot along the way. And once one floor is clear, check, and check every room you've gone through to make sure that all the mobs and treasures inside have been taken care of. During quality assurance, it can help to have another pair of eyes look into every corner and go through the dungeon several times, just to make sure you and your party haven't missed anything. It's only when you've finished all the floors and removed all the monsters and gotten all the spoils that your party can declare that the dungeon and, more importantly, the localization side quest has been completely cleared. It can now be a part of the main quest of global game expansion, and what's left is to let other players know of this dungeon's existence through customized packaging and marketing. Game localization depends on the effort the party or company makes to improve the quality of the gaming experience. It's a detailed step-by-step process that requires a lot of care and attention, as much as one would plan a raid, siege, battle, or war. So if you're a game developer who wants a wider audience reach, choose the localization team with the best expertise and bang for your buck, both IRL and in-game. And you never know, this could be the side quest that can make or break your game's main story.